Their smile doesn't reach their eyes. What to look for? Their smiles feel forced or insincere. Genuine smiles involve the eyes, crow's feet or eye smiles, while fake ones don't. Why it happens? They may mask their feelings to avoid conflict or maintain social harmony. Closed or defensive body language. What to look for? Crossed arms or legs when talking to you, leaning away or avoiding physical proximity. Minimal eye contact or looking around the room during conversations. Why it happens? They may feel uncomfortable or want to create emotional distance. Politeness without warmth. What to look for? They're overly formal, sticking to surface-level conversations and avoiding personal or meaningful interactions. Why it happens? Politeness might be a mask for underlying dislike, ensuring they don't come across as rude. Subtle disregard or exclusion. What to look for? They leave you out of group plans or forget to include you in conversations. They don't actively seek your opinion or engage with your ideas. You feel like an afterthought in their interactions. Why it happens? They might not value your presence or prefer to avoid deeper engagement with you. Passive-aggressive behavior. What to look for? Sarcastic comments disguised as jokes. Backhanded compliments. You're brave for wearing that. Subtle digs that could be brushed off as harmless remarks. Why it happens? They may express their dislike in indirect ways to avoid outright confrontation. Lack of reciprocity. What to look for? They rarely initiate contact or effort in the relationship. Their responses are curt or indifferent when you try to engage. Why it happens? They may not feel inclined to invest energy in a relationship they don't value. Mocking or downplaying your achievements. What to look for? They minimize your successes. Oh, that's not such a big deal. They change the subject when you share the good news. Why it happens? They might harbor jealousy or disdain, leading to a lack of support for your accomplishments. What to do about it? Observe patterns. A single occurrence doesn't confirm dislike. Consistent behaviors are more telling. Address it, if appropriate, if the relationship matters. Consider having a direct but respectful conversation. Maintain boundaries. Don't invest too much emotional energy in someone who doesn't value you. Here are solutions. Stay observant but don't jump to conclusions. Why it's important? Sometimes, subtle behaviors might stem from stress, personal issues, or misunderstandings rather than outright dislike. What to do? Look for consistent patterns across multiple interactions. Avoid overanalyzing isolated behaviors, as they might not mean anything. Don't take it personally. Why it's important? Their feelings may not have anything to do with you directly. They could stem from jealousy, insecurity, or unrelated issues. What to do? Separate their actions from your self-worth. Remind yourself that not everyone has to like you, and that's okay. Maintain professionalism or politeness. Why it's important? Keeping the interaction civil helps you avoid unnecessary conflict and shows maturity. What to do? Treat them with respect and neutrality. Avoid retaliating with passive-aggressive behavior or gossip, which could escalate tension. Set boundaries. Why it's important? Protecting your mental and emotional well-being is key if their dislike becomes toxic or affects your confidence. What to do? Limit unnecessary interactions, especially if they're draining or uncomfortable. Politely decline invitations or requests that feel disingenuous or obligatory. Address the issue directly, if necessary. Why it's important? Sometimes, confronting the situation can clear up misunderstandings and improve the relationship. What to do? Choose a calm, private setting. Use I statements, e.g., I feel there's some tension between us. Is everything okay? Avoid blaming or accusing them outright. Cultivate other positive relationships. Why it's important? Focusing on people who appreciate and support you can offset the negativity. What to do? Spend time with friends, colleagues, or family who uplift you. Build connections in environments where you feel valued and respected. Reassess the importance of the relationship. Why it's important. Not all relationships are worth salvaging or investing energy in. What to do? Ask yourself, does this relationship add value to my life? If not, consider letting it naturally fade or keeping it strictly functional, such as in a workplace setting. When to walk away. If their dislike becomes more apparent and begins to affect your mental health or reputation, it may be best to create distance. Some relationships simply aren't worth the effort to mend, especially if the other person is unwilling to engage constructively. Signs you're handling it well. You feel less anxious around them. Their behavior no longer affects your mood or confidence. You're able to focus on your priorities without being distracted by their negativity.